Welcome to the viewers for the lecture on structural analysis. Now already we have taken a few lectures on Muller-Breslau principle and getting the influence line diagram for propped cantilevers, continuous beams, etc. Continuous beam, how to get the influence line for reaction, how to get the influence line for bending moment at a section, the shear force at a section. All these things we have discussed in lecture number 53 to 57, if I am correct. Now this is lecture number 58. In the earlier cases, we have not dealt with fixed beams. So fixed beams was left earlier. Now we will just take up fixed beams. Now this consists of ILD for the reaction at the support, left support or right support, moment at the left support or right support, moment at some intermediate point, and shear force at some intermediate point, all these things. We will take one or two examples here. I will tell you the concept and then we will do some numerical examples. We will straight away take up an example, right? We will take a fixed beam. We will take a fixed beam AB of span L. Now let us say we want the influence line diagram for RA. Influence line for RA. Now as per the Muller-Breslau principle, if we want ILD for reaction, we have to remove the reaction carrying capacity. If it is a simply supported beam, we can simply remove the support A, that will solve the problem. Similarly, if the influence line diagram for some moment at some intermediate point is required, we can introduce a hinge and that will solve the problem. Now here, the support A, you have got two internal forces. One is the reaction at A and also the moment at A. So here, when you want to remove the reaction carrying capacity, you cannot simply remove the support, because only the reaction carrying, because at A it is capable of taking a reaction component and a moment component. Therefore, we cannot simply remove the support. So what we have to do is, we introduce rollers. We introduce rollers between two vertical plates, and then this is the problem. Therefore, when you provide rollers between two vertical plates, it cannot take any reaction. Suppose we apply a reaction, it will start moving it will not be able to take any reaction because it is provided between rollers between two vertical plates. Whereas the slope equal to 0 will be maintained because A is a fixed end, so theta A equal to 0, B is a fixed end, theta B equal to 0. Therefore, when you provide a plate here, therefore the moment carrying capacity will not be destroyed, because you want ILD for RA, only the reaction carrying capacity is to be removed and the moment carrying capacity is to be retained. Zero slope will have to be retained. That is the problem. So we just place it between two vertical plates. Right. Now you have to apply RA equal to unity. Then you have to apply the unit value of the force for which the influence line diagram is required. So that is a basic concept in Muller-Breslau principle. The additional precaution here is you have to retain the moment carrying capacity. This we have done in the case of continuous beams. Continuous beams, suppose we are asked to draw the influence line diagram for some intermediate point, moment at some intermediate point, we introduce a hinge here so that the moment carrying capacity will be removed, but shear force carrying capacity will be retained. Similarly, in the case of a continuous beam, if ILD for shear force at a section is required, we have provided cut here, same time we have provided a sliding device. So, already we have done a problem. So, we have provided a sliding device so that the theta values were maintained. So, this theta value and this theta value were same. So, we have retained the other force carrying capacity. So, similarly, here we just remove reaction carrying capacity only. So, in that case, now you will have, this is the for RA only. Let us say that this is 1. If this is 1, that is the influence line diagram. Let us say it is 1. Therefore, the slope here will be 1 by L. This is L, 1 by L. The slope here will also be equal to 1 by L. If it is a simply support beam. Now here it is a fixed beam. Therefore, what will happen here is, here you will be applying an anti-clockwise moment. For making this slope to be 0. The slope here will have to be 0. So, this 1 by L has to be made as 0 at the end. Similarly, here also the slope has to be 0. Therefore, here also we will be applying a moment equal to M for making this horizontal. Because finally you will be getting the influence line. So, this will be horizontal, then you will have this thing, and again it will be horizontal here. And then it will start deflecting like this. So, this is going to be the influence line diagram. The slope here will be 0. This is going to be the ILD. This will be the ILD when this value equal to unity. This is the ILD that you are going to get. So, this has to be 0. Therefore, now the slope here is 1 by L. The slope here is also equal to 1 by L. Therefore, both M values will be equal. So, here theta A equal to 0. Theta B will also be equal to 0. Therefore, this is the beam. And this is the influence line diagram. Influence line diagram will be horizontal, then it will start deflecting, again it will be horizontal. So, this is going to be the influence line diagram when this is equal to 1. Of course, we will come to this finally, but right. Now, here we have M, and here also we have M, anti-clockwise moment, M. Now, here we will have supports reactions. So, RA equal to 1. We are applying unit value of the force for which ILD is required. ILD is required for RA. Apply RA equal to unity. Now, here this is 1 upwards means this is 1 downwards, because there is no other force. So, sigma V equal to 0, there is no other force, sigma V equal to 0. Therefore, suppose we take a section XX. At a distance, for want of space I am just writing here. At a distance equal to X. From the left hand support. Now, when you take moment about B, RA into L, that is only force. There are two moments. So minus m, because both values are equal, because this slope, the slope to be made as 1 by L, made 0, right? Made as 0 is 1 by L. Here also the slope is 1 by L. So m required at both ends will be the same, 1 by, for making 1 by L to be 0. Therefore m equal to 0. When you take moment about the right support B, it is Ra into L minus m equal to 0, or Ra equal to Ra into L equal to 2m. Ra is 1 into L equal to 2m, or m equal to L by 2. So m equal to L by 2. M equal to L by 2. Ra into L equal to m. So from which m equal to L by 2. L by 2. Now, actually, according to Muller-Breslau principle, so this has to be 1. Initially, we will not be able to apply this y equal to unity. So this is the deflection at the point x due to unit moment, unit force at A. You applied Ra equal to unity at A. So due to unit force at A, the deflection at x equal to yx. Yx due to unit force at A. Now this will be the deflection at the point A due to unit force at A. Unit force at A. So these are the values that you have to get it. Right. Then influence line ordinate for Ra equal to the deflection at some section x due to unit value of Ra, due to Ra equal to unity, divided by the deflection at the section x at the section A due to unit value of Ra. So when this is divided by this, automatically this becomes unity. This will become unity, because we do not know what is the value of Ra to be applied for getting this value equal to unity. So we apply some value, get the deflection here, this by this, because we want this to be equal to unity. Therefore, divide this by YAA. Therefore, you will get Ra, because ILD for Ra means this value has to be unity. This value has to be unity. Therefore, this by this will give you the influence line ordinate for Ra. So here the point to be maintained is remove only Ra carrying capacity. Because A and B are fixed, you have to maintain 0 slope here and 0 slope here. Theta A equals 0, theta B equals 0. So these two moments you will have to remember. So this is the additional thing other than what you have studied under continuous beams or propped cantilevers, right? So this information, if it is known, otherwise it is only a usual problem. Some of the books it is given using conjugate beam method. So compared to conjugate beam method, double integration method is easier comparatively, because we want, so this is Muller-Breslau principle. This is our Muller-Breslau's principle, that's all. We want the value of the deflection at some point. So for this deflection at the point A, we want these values. This is Muller-Breslau's principle, that's all. For getting the deflection, whichever method is convenient, either you can go for double integration or Macaulay's method or conjugate beam method, whichever is convenient you can use, because it's only we want the values of y here. Muller-Breslau principle is over here. Hereafter it's only a question of finding out the deflection and a deflection, that's all. Right? For that any method can be used. Let us use double integration method for getting the deflections. Right. Now coming to the equation, let us consider a section XX. A section XX at a distance x from one end. Now for getting the reaction, we have taken moment about B. This is for getting the value of Ra and Rb. Now we just coming to the problem here. We consider a section XX at the section XX, we know the bending moment at x equal to RA into x. RA into x. That is, here it is RA into x. RA into x. Minus M. These are the two forces to the left of the section. So, RA into x minus M. RA into x minus. That's all. They are the two forces. Considering a section XX at a distance x from the left hand support. X from the left hand support. Right. That is the equation. Now, we know RA equal to 1. We applied RA equal to 1 into x. And what is M? M equal to L by 2. M equal to L by 2. M equal to L by 2. Right. So, Mx equal to x minus L by 2. Therefore, we know EI into d square A by dx square equal to minus Mx equal to minus of x minus L by 2, or EI into d square A by dx square is equal to, we can take this first, L by 2 minus x. So, this, let us call this as equation number 1. This is the main equation. Now, I will rub off all these things. So, we will rewrite this later. Equal to, this is the equation. We are going to follow double integration method. So, integrating EI into dy by dx equal to L by 2 in dx minus x square by 2 plus C1, where C1 is a constant of integration. Now, to evaluate the value of C1, you must know some point where dy by dx is known. If that is known, you can find out the value of C1 now itself. Now, in this problem, we know theta A equals 0, theta B is also equal to 0. In this case, theta B, theta A both are 0 values, because A is fixed, B is also fixed. So, we have removed only the reaction carrying capacity, we are retaining the moment carrying capacity. Therefore, theta A equals 0. Therefore, at x equal to 0, dy by dx equal to 0. Therefore, this is 0. Therefore, left hand side 0 equal to x is 0 minus that is also 0 plus C1. Therefore, C1 equal to 0. Therefore, EI into dy by dx equal to L by 2 into x minus x square by 2. C1 is 0. Therefore, this is your equation number 2. Right. Now, again integrating EI into y equal to L by 2 into x square by 2 minus x cube by 6 plus C2 equal to C2. Now, you have to find out the value of C2. For getting the value of C2, you must know the value of y somewhere. Now, in this problem, right hand side is a fixed end, left hand side we have placed vertical rollers, therefore y is not equal to 0, but here y equal to 0. At x equal to L, y equal to 0. Therefore, at x equal to L, y equal to 0. Now, coming to right, x equal to L. Therefore, y equal to 0. Left hand side 0. Therefore, 0 equal to x equal to L. therefore L by 2 into L square by 2. L by 2 into L square by 2. L by 2 into L square by 2 minus L cube by 6 plus C2. Therefore, C2 equal to C2 when this is taken to the other side, it will be L cube by 6 minus L cube by 4. L cube by 6, L cube by 4, L cube by 4 equal to, you can say 12, 2L cube minus 3L cube equal to C2 equal to minus L cube by 12. C2 equal to minus L cube by 12, minus L cube by 12. Now, rewriting, substituting for C2 in this equation. This is the equation. So, EI into Y, EI into Y, EI into Y equal to, that will become L by 4 into x square, L by 4 into x square minus x cube by 6 minus x cube by 6. For C2 it is minus L cube by 12, minus L cube by 12. So, this is equation number 3. After substituting for say C2, after substituting for C2, L by 4 x square minus x cube by 6 minus L cube by 12. That is the equation. So, this is the deflection equation. So, this is what we want, right. Now, from this deflection equation, we know ILO for RA. Before that, we will first find out the value of Y. Y equal to 1 by EI into L by 4x square, L by 4x square minus x cube by 6 minus L cube by 12, L cube by 12. So, this is the general equation. So, this is the deflection, at any point x due to unit force at a unit value of RA. Yxa is this one. This will give you the deflection in any section x due to RA equal to unit T. RA equal to unit T. Now, we know that influence line ordinate for RA equal to the deflection at some point x due to unit force at A divided by the deflection at A due to unit force at A. Yxa by Yaa. So, for getting the value of Yaa, the value of x is to be 0. Therefore, RA equal to Yxa by Yaa. This is Muller-Breslau principle. This is according to Muller-Breslau principle. So, Yxa by Yaa. Right. Now, Yxa we have got. Yaa means we have to substitute x equal to 0. X is measured from the left hand support. Therefore, when x equal to 0, in this equation, Yaa equal to, now x is 0, so this will become 0, this will become 0, only L cube by 12. So, minus L cube by 12. Therefore, 1 by Ei into minus L cube by 12. L cube by 12. That is the value of Yaa. Therefore, the influence line ordinate for RA equal to, the numerator is this 1 by Ei into L by 4 x square, L by 4 into x square minus x cube by 6 minus L cube by 12 divided by Yaa is 1 by EI into minus L cube by 12. So 1 by EI will get cancelled. Therefore, this will be equal to ILO equal to minus 12 by L cube. 12 by L cube into L x square by 4 minus x cube by 6 minus L cube by 12. This is the equation. Equal to, that is the equation. So in the next step, what we can do is, you can take this 12 inside, this will become 12, this will become 12, this will become 12. So that is equal to so therefore that is equal to influence line ordinate equal to now minus 1 by L cube, minus 1 by L cube. We have taken 12 inside, so this will become 3. So this will become 2. Therefore, 3 Lx square, 3 Lx square minus 2x cube, minus 2x cube, x cube. This 12 and 12 will get cancelled. It will be L cube minus L cube, minus L cube. So that is the equation equal to, you can take this minus inside. So ILO equal to, when this minus is taken inside, it is 1 by L cube, 1 by L cube, 2x cube you can bring it to the right first term as a first term. So minus will become plus 2x cube minus 3Lx square minus minus plus L cube, plus L cube. That is the equation. That is the equation, 2x cube minus 3Lx square. So this is the equation for the influence line ordinate for RA. So in this equation we can substitute different values of x equal to 0, 0.1L, 0.2L, whatever interval we want, we can substitute and get the value of the influence line ordinate. So this can also be simplified. This can because when you refer some book, they will give you this is equal to 1 by L cube into L minus x whole square into L plus x 2x, L plus 2x. So this can be factorized. So this all of you will be familiar. You can factorize this equation and get this equation. If you want to verify, multiply this and find out whether you are getting that equation. Therefore, on seeing an equation like this, you need not get confused. Multiply both, you will get the same equation, right? Or factorize this, and you can get this equation, right? So on seeing this equation, the readers or viewers need not get confused. So that is, you have to factorize. So in this equation, you have to substitute x equal to 0, x equal to at some interval 0.2L, x equal to 0.4L, up to x equal to L, you have to substitute the values. When you substitute x equal to 0, this will become 1 by L cube into 0, 0 and L cube. So L cube by L cube will become 1. So ILO will become 1. Because x is 0, this is 0, you will have only L cube by L cube equal to 1. That is what we want. Because at A, this value has to be unity. Then only it will be the influence line for RA. Therefore, that is 1. when you substitute x equal to 0.2L here, 0.2L whole cube, 0.2L whole square, etc. substitute and simplify this ILO equal to, for 0.2L it is 0.896, 0.896. Similarly, for 0.4L it will be 0.648, 0.648, and for 0.8 and L. For 0.8L it is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6L is there. For 0.6L it is 0.352, 0.352. Here it is 0.104 and here it is 0. Here it is 0. So thereby you will have to plot the influence line ordinate. So x is measured from the left, therefore here the influence line ordinate will be, here it is 1, here it is 1, 1. You know, this is the governing equation. Influence line ordinate equation is this. Now the variable is 3. Power of it is the power of the variable is 3. Highest power is 3. Therefore, it will be a cubic curve. The curve will be cubic because you will have a confusion whether it will be a linear variation or second degree variation or third degree variation. So here it is obvious the highest power of x is 3. Therefore, you have to draw the curve accordingly. So here it is 1, then 0.8L. You have to, I will just plot the, yes. Now here it is 0.8L, 0.2L. For 0.2L it is 0.896, 0.896. 0.4L, 0.4L it is 0.648, 0.648. Then 0.6L, 0.6L, this value is 0.352, 352. For 0.8L it is 0.104, 0.104, and here it is 0. This is the influence line diagram for influence line for area. So these are the values. This is the influence line. Now it will be a cubic curve because the variable is x, power of x is 3. That's all. So that is about the influence line diagram for RA. Right. Now, for the same beam, we will discuss how to get the influence line diagram for the moment at A. So here, I think I may not do the full problem, but I will give you the outline and the viewers can work out because this will take another 30 to 40 minutes. So I will briefly give you the important concept. Then the viewers can just try the problem. So draw the influence line diagram for the fixed moment MA, M at A, for the fixed beam of span L. Right. Now here we have been asked to draw the influence line diagram for MA. Now at the support A here, it is capable of taking a reaction as well as moment. There will be a reaction. So here there will be a reaction and also there will be a moment at a fixed end. Suppose if there is any inclined force, there will be a horizontal reaction. So we are dealing with only with vertical loads, let us say. Alright. Therefore, forget about the horizontal reaction. So it is capable of taking a vertical reaction and also a moment. Now ILD for MA is required. Therefore, you cannot remove the support. What you can do is, you can introduce a hinge at the support A. Hinge at the support A. So that it will not be able to take any moment, but it can take reaction. So this is the beam. This is the fixed beam, given beam. Now here, you introduce a hinge here. Remove the moment carrying capacity, that's all. Now it will take reaction, but it cannot take any moment. It cannot take. So introduce a hinge at the point A. That is the first work that is to be done. It will introduce a hinge at the point A. Then, so that is the first work. ILD for MA is required. Destroy the moment carrying capacity alone. Right. Then, we have to apply unit value of the force for which ILD is required. ILD is required for MA. Therefore, introduce unit value of MA. So, you apply MA equal to, earlier we applied RA equal to unity, now we apply MA equal to unity, right. Now, when I apply MA equal to unity, this is a beam wherein we have introduced a hinge at the point A, but B is fixed, B is fixed. So, when the far end is fixed, when you apply a moment equal to unity at the left support, at the far end there will be a carryover moment of half the value and of the same sign. Therefore, here you introduce 1, therefore there will be a carryover moment of 1/2 and of the same sign on the opposite end, right. So, that is there. Then you get the deflected shape, so due to this you get the deflected shape. Right. Now, this will be the rotation phi at the point A due to unit moment at A. Right. Now, suppose this is X. Now, this will be the deflection at the section X due to unit moment at A. Deflection at X due to unit moment at A. Right. According to Muller-Breslau principle, and after application of Maxwell's law of reciprocal deflection, as we have discussed in one of the earlier classes, after applying Maxwell's law of reciprocal deflection, the influence line ordinate for MA equal to the deflection at some section X due to unit moment at A divided by the rotation at the point A due to unit moment at A. So, this is Muller-Breslau principle after substituting Maxwell's law of reciprocal deflection somewhere. This is the final equation. So, finally what we want is the deflection at some point X divided by the slope at the point A, both due to MA equal to unity. So, this is Muller-Breslau principle. So, Muller-Breslau principle ends here. Now, hereafter it is only a question of application. We want the value of Yxa, we want the value of phi A. What are the values? So, for that you can apply any classical method that you know, because as I told earlier, authors used Michaelis method, but we find that double integration method is convenient. So, we have tried using double integration method. Now for this, suppose if you take the beam, so this is the beam. Here we applied unity. Here it is 1 by 2 carryover moment. This is L. We'll first find out the value of this is clockwise, therefore this is anti-clockwise. Let us say RB. Of course, that can be assumed in any direction. If it is wrong, you can change the direction always. Right. RB, when you take moment about A, RB into L, anti-clockwise, minus 1 by 2, minus 1, because RB into L is anti-clockwise. This is clockwise, this is also clockwise, equal to 0. To find out the reactions. By taking moment about A, RB into L, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 equal to 0, or RB into L equal to 3 by 2. On the other side, 1.5 will become 3 by 2, or RB will be equal to 3 by 2L. So getting with the plus sign. That means the direction assumed by us is correct. Therefore, this is equal to 3 by 2L. When RB is equal to 3 by 2L upwards, there is no other vertical force. Therefore, the reaction here will be 3 by 2L downwards. That's all. Sigma V must be equal to 0. So, this is 3 by 2L. So, that is about the reactions by taking moment about A and using the condition sigma V equal to 0. That is the equation. Right. Now, I think this we can rub off. Right. That is about finding out the reactions. And this is Muller-Brusser principle. We will write it later. Now, we are going to make use of again double integration method. Let us consider the section XX at a distance x from the left hand support. Mx equal to 3 by 2L into x minus 3 by 2L into x minus 3 by 2L into x plus 1. That is the equation. The equation is equal to minus, that is the equation. So, you got one reaction and one moment. So, at this point this minus 3 by 2L into x plus 1, that is a moment. That is all. Right. That is equal to mx. And we know EI into d square y by dx square is equal to minus mx be equal to minus of 3x by 2L, this is minus plus 1. What you can do is you can write EI into d square y by dx square is equal to minus plus. So, 3x by 2L minus 1. So, let us call this as equation number 1. Right. Integrating EI into dy by, see, remember that we want the value of yxa for which we want the deflection equation, and also we want the value of phi aa for which we want the slope equation. So, we have to make use of slope equation and deflection equation, both you will have to remember. Right. And right. So, that is EA in dy by dx equal to 3 by 2L into x square by 2 minus 1 into x plus C1. C1 is a constant of integration. So, to find out the constant, we want the value of dy by dx. So, here when x equal to L, here you have introduced a hinge, therefore slope is not 0, but here the slope is 0 because B remains fixed. Therefore, at x equal to L, dy by dx equal to equal to 0. Therefore, substituting in this equation, 0 equal to 3 by 2L into L square by 2 minus L plus C1 plus C1. Therefore, C1 equal to, when this is taken to the right hand, on the other side it is L minus, this will become, this L and this L will get cancelled. So, this will become L by 3 by 4 L. So, on the other side it will become minus. So, minus 3 by 4 L, minus 3 by 4 L equal to L by 4. C1 equal to L by 4. C1 equal to L by 4. That's right. Therefore, what you can do is you can rewrite this equation. So, EI into dy by dx equal to, you can say 3 by 4L into x square minus x plus C1 equal to L by 4. So, this is equation number 2. Now, what you can do is, before proceeding further, before proceeding to the next step, what you can do is, you want the value of phi AA. So, this is actually phi. EI into, or you can say dy by dx you can retain on the left hand side, I mean dy by dx, this is at some point x due to unit moment ma equal to unity. Dy by dx at any section x due to unit moment at a equal to 1 by ei into this value, or at x equal to 0, because you want the value of phi at the point a. Phi at the point a means you are at the point x. So, at x equal to 0, you can say phi AA or dy by dx at AA. Dy by dx at AA equal to x equal to 0. So, this term will get cancelled. You will have only L by 4. So, equal to L by 4 EI. L by 4 EI, you have the denominator. So, one step is over. Similarly, now again integrating, this equation will become, again EI into dy by dx will become y equal to 3 by 4L into x cube by 3 minus x square will become x cube by 3, x will become x square by 2 plus L by 4 x, L by 4 into x plus C2. C2 is a constant of integration. 3 by 4L into x cube by 3 minus x square by 2 plus L by 4 into x plus C2. Right. Now, to evaluate the constant, we must know the value of y at some point. Now, here we have only introduced a hinge here. So, moment carrying capacity is lost, but y is 0. It will maintain that level. Therefore, when x equal to 0, y equal to 0. Because at A, we have removed only the moment carrying capacity. Support remains at the same level. Therefore, y equal to 0. Therefore, substituting 0 equal to x is 0, second 0, third 0 plus C2. Therefore, C2 equal to 0. Therefore, C2 equal, wherever you have x, substitute x equal to 0. Wherever you have y, substitute y equal to 0. These values are not required. Right. Now, rewriting this equation, EI into EI into y equal to 3 by 12L. This 3 and 3 can be cancelled. X cube by 4L. X cube by 4L. X cube by 4L. This will be x square by 2 minus x square by 2 plus L by 4 plus L by 4 into x plus C2 equal to 0. C2 equal to 0. So this will be another equation. Equation 3. You can give some equation number for this. So this is an important equation. This you can make it as equation number 4. Or you can say y equal to 1 by EI into this term. Now this y is a deflection at any point x. When you substitute different values of x, you will get the value of y at the section. So y at any x due to unit value of MA. After applying this equation, you got it by applying MA equal to unity. So yxa equal to this value. Therefore, yxa equal to 1 by EI x cube by 4L minus x square by 2 plus L by 4 into x. Now, according to Muller-Breslau principle, we know ILO for MA equal to yxa divided by phi AA equal to yxa divided by phi AA. Yxa by phi AA. Therefore, ILO for MA equal to yxa is 1 by EI x cube by 4L minus x square by 2 plus L by 4 into x divided by phi AA. Phi AA equal to 1 by 4 L by 4 EI. L by 4 EI. You will find EI will get cancelled. So MA will be equal to 4 by L into the remaining terms. 4 by L into the remaining terms. So here x cube by yes, and this when this is taken inside, this 4 and 4 will get cancelled because 4 by L, because this is 4 by L, this is x cube by 4L and something other value. So that is the governing equation. Now in this equation, substituting different values of x, you will get the influence line ordinate. Now here again, finally I will just give you the equation after substituting and simplifying. After substituting and simplifying, ILO for MA will be x by L square after simplification. So this you can do. You can try to do 1 or 2 more steps into x square minus 2xl plus L square. So this will be the equation we will be getting. Again, this will be given in books as this is equal to x by L square into x minus L minus x whole square. That's correct. L minus x whole square. If you want to get the maximum value, where, because this ordinate, where this is maximum, for getting that you would substitute dmx by dx equal to 0. Dmx, this is the equation. you have to find out dmx by dx equal to 0. That will give you the value of x where this is maximum. That will be given as x equal to L by 3. X equal to L by, that means at x equal to L by 3, the ordinate will be maximum. Here, when x equal to L by 3, the ordinate is maximum. Substituting x equal to L by 3 in this equation, we will get the maximum ordinate, right? So this is a general equation. In the general equation, you substitute dmx by dx equal to 0. That will give you x equal to L by 3. That means at x equal to L by 3, the influence line ordinate is maximum. Substitute x equal to L by 3 in the equation, you will get the numerical value. And then in the general equation is x by L square ILO equal to, this is the general equation. In the general equation, x equal to 0, x equal to 0.2L, 0.4L, whatever value you want, you substitute and get the influence line ordinate. So this is a general equation. So here also you may be required to do one simplification. I think that is quite easy. I hope readers will not find any difficulty. That is not a complicated step. You can find out, and thereby you just get the values of the ordinates. The ILD for MA will be now here it is 0 because we want only theta equal to unity. This value is 0. So you will have to get the value at 0.2L, 0.4L, 0.6L, 0.8L and L. So 0.8L, 0.6L, 0.4L, 0.2L. 0.2L, now this value will be 0.128L. You can check. This is 0.144L. This is 0.144L. This is 0.096L. This is 0.096L. 0.032. And here it is 0. And I told you at x equal to L by 3, the ordinate is maximum. L by 3 means 0.33L. So here that is L by 3 on 0.33L. So here the ordinate is maximum. This value equal to 0.148L. 0.148. So this is the influence line diagram for MA. So I have skipped one or two steps so that readers can just do it, viewers can do it. Very simple steps only omitted, and all other major calculations including the ILD is drawn, and I think that will be enough for the viewers. So that completes ILD for RA and ILD for MA. Then ILD for moment at a section, ILD for shear force at a section, we will try in some other lecture, right? Thank you.